Welcome to FSPN's coverage of high school golf. Today we're at the beautiful and iconic Biltmore Hotel in Coral Gables for the 27th annual Westminster Cristian Invitational Golf Tournament. Let's meet our contestants. Our threesome today will be Matthew Hernández from Florida Cristian. Out of Bishop Verot, it's Adrian Bahnam. And from Archbishop McCarthy, it's Patrick Pinkney.
Hey, I'm Matthew Hernández. I'm a senior at Florida Cristian, and we're at the 27th annual Westminster Invitational. You're watching FSPN.
Alright. I'm Adrian Bahnam. I'm a sophomore. I go to Bishop Verot, and we're at the Westminster Classic. You're watching FSPN.
All right, awesome, Adrian. What can we expect today, man? Something low?
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
All right. Been out here before?
No.
All right, good luck to you.
Thanks.
Where's the first tee? What's the course record?
First tee.
Hi, I'm Patrick Pinkney. I'm a junior at Archbishop McCarthy. I'm here at the 27th annual Westminster Cristian Invitational. You're watching FSPN.
All right, Patrick, what can we expect today? What we're looking for? Give me a score prediction.
I don't really like to predict my rounds, but I just want to try to just really do my best, just try to give my all and hopefully shoot a low score out there.
All right, any shout-outs? Who do you want to give a shout-out to?
I want to give out shout-out to the Archbishop McCarthy high school team and Coach CP.
The event host today is Mr. Steve Blau, and he's from Westminster Cristian School. Let's go over the rules. It'll be 18 holes of stroke play from the championship tees, and the best 4 scores count. Let's take a look at the hole number 1 at the Biltmore. It's an inviting par 5 with a cluster of bunkers protecting the fairway on the right side. Then you have 250 yards on your approach. There's 2 greenside bunkers protecting the green, and there's a bunker behind the green that you can't see from the fairway. First on the tee, out of Bishop Verot from Fort Myers, it's the sophomore, Adrian Bahnam. Adrian hits a good tee shot to the right side of the fairway near the cluster of bunkers. Next on the tee, out of Florida Cristian, it's Matthew Hernández, and Matthew's a senior. Matthew gets that one and hits it to the right side of the fairway, maybe to the right of those bunkers. And next on the tee, out of Archbishop McCarthy, it's Patrick Pinkney. That's a solid tee shot right on the left side of the fairway. We're underway here at the Biltmore. There's a look at Bahnam's ball. He's in the bunker. And there's Matthew Hernández on the cart path. He'll get relief from that. Here's Pinkney with his second shot here on the par 5, first hole. He got all of that one. He may be in the green side bunker. Tricky footing here for Bahnam. He's got 1 foot halfway out of the sand trap. He gets enough on it to get it back on the fairway. After taking relief from the cart path, Matthew Hernández has about 230 yards for his second shot here at the par 5. Matthew with a good swing and heading towards the green, just falls off to the right side. He'll have that up and down for birdie. Here's Adrian Bahnam from the fairway. And that looks like a good shot. Lands it just short of the green and it rolls up. Adrian will have that for birdie. Here's Patrick from the greenside bunker. A nice out by Patrick. He'll have about 15, 18 feet for birdie. Here's Matthew's chip up to the green. Nice rollout, and he'll have about 10 feet for birdie. Adrian Bahnam is looking at a birdie try here on the first hole. And Bahnam finds the bottom of the cup for a birdie on the first hole. Here's Patrick's birdie attempt. Rolls that one past the hole. Matthew Hernández with a good look at birdie here. Oh, and he lips that one out. He'll have that tap in for par. Here's Patrick with the par putt. And he makes that one. So 2 pars and a birdie. A great start for our threesome. And we head to the second hole. It's a straight par 3. It's 183 yards. The green is protected by 2 large greenside bunkers. First on the tee out of Bishop Verot, it's Adrian Bahnam. Adrian catches that one good. He's got a good aggressive line. And if it doesn't fall off the back part of the green, that's going to be a great shot. Next on the tee from Florida Cristian, it's Matthew Hernández. Matthew with a solid shot, and that'll find the right side of the green. Patrick Pinkney from McCarthy. He hits that one a little bit short. It's going to find. There's a look at Adrian Bahnam's ball, and he managed to stay up. He'll have that for birdie. Here's Patrick's chip up. And he'll have that left for par. Nice chip by Patrick. Here's Matthew Hernández with a long birdie putt here on number 2. Matthew gives it a good roll just past the hole. He'll have a tap in, maybe a little more for par. Here's Adrian with his birdie attempt. Just short. Matthew for par. Taps it in, no problem. He's even after 2 holes. Here's Patrick's par putt. Sinks that one. Adrian Bahnam's par attempt. That one goes in. So 3 pars for our threesome. And we head to the beautiful hole number 3 here at the Biltmore. This is a par 4, 405 yards, hole number 3. Couple fairway bunkers, and a huge green that's protected by 2 greenside bunkers up front. First on the tee is Adrian Bahnam, and he puts one right in the middle of the fairway. On the tee for Florida Cristian, it's Matthew Hernández. And he rips that one right down the middle. Patrick Pinkney on the tee for McCarthy. Patrick doesn't hold back either. He rips that one down the right side of the fairway. In and out of the bunker. Here's Patrick on his approach shot here in number 3. Adrian Bahnam from the middle of the fairway. Nice swing by Bahnam. A Nice result right in the middle of the green. He'll be putting for birdie. Here's Matthew Hernández after a huge drive. Nice wedge shot there by Matthew. He'll have that for birdie. Here's Patrick chipping up. He'll have a long par putt there. Here's Adrian's birdie attempt. Leaves that one a little short left. Here's Patrick for par. Just misses that one. He'll have that tap in for a bogey here on number 3. We're looking at Matt Hernández's first try. So that one just a little short. Tap that in for par. Stay even after 3 holes. Here's Adrian for par. And he sinks it from about 8 feet. 2 pars and a bogey for our threesome, and we head to the par 4, 4th hole here at the Biltmore. It's a 350-yard par 4 with a fairway bunker on the right side and a couple fairway bunkers on the left side. The elevated green is protected by 2 greenside bunkers. First on the tee is Matthew Hernández. He wastes no time ripping that one down the middle. Up next is Patrick Pinkney from McCarthy. And he gets a hold of that one. Rounding out our threesome here on hole number 4. From Bishop Verot, Adrian Bahnam. Right side of the fairway. Here's Bahnam to approach. Puts that one on the green for the putting for birdie. Hernández from about 65 yards with a wedge in his hand. Wow, he makes that one dance. He'll be putting for birdie as well. Here's Pinkney from the middle of the fairway after a huge drive. All 3 of our players will have a putt for birdie here on number 4. First up is Patrick Pinkney. Patrick gives it a good roll. Here's Adrian with his birdie try. Is he going to make it? Just a little short. Here's Hernández with his birdie try. And he sinks that one. Patrick for par. He makes that one. On him with a short par putt. So a birdie and 2 pars. After 4 holes, we head to the 5th. And this is a beautiful hole here at the Biltmore. It's a par 4, 381 yards with a dogleg to the right. There's a huge bunker that guards the right side of the fairway, and if you decide to overshoot the fairway, there's a bunker waiting for you there. The next shot is to an elevated green that's guarded by 2 greenside bunkers. Matthew Hernández crushes one here on 5. Next up is Adrian Bahnam. He does the same, right up the middle. Patrick Pinkney wants to join the party on the fairway. He just catches the fairway. Here's Adrian Bahnam from about 195 yards. This is a difficult green to hit from this far away. And Adrian puts it on the green. He'll be putting for birdie. Here's Matt Hernández with his approach shot. Pulls that one a little bit. Rolls down the hill and nestles in a mud puddle. He may get relief from that. We'll have to wait and see. Meanwhile, here's Patrick from the fairway with his second shot here at the par 4. He pushes that one to the right a little bit. Just missed the bunker. He'll be chipping up for his third shot. Meanwhile, Hernández is waiting on a ruling. There's been a lot of construction going on, and here's some camaraderie. Patrick with his third shot here at the par 4. Gets it up and over. A nice shot from Patrick. Still waiting on a ruling. Here's Adrian Bahnam's birdie attempt at the number 5 par 4. Just pushes it outside. Patrick for par. Now he came up out of that one quick. He'll have about 2.5 feet for bogey. He sinks that one. Finally, it's Matthew's turn. Here's his third shot. Gets it up on the green and tracking towards the flag. Matthew with a par putt. And he just misses that one. He'll tap in for bogey, come back to even par. 2 bogeys and a par. And we head to the 6th hole here at the Biltmore. Hole number 6 here at the Biltmore is a par 4, 423 yards. It's guarded by a couple of fairway bunkers, and there's a generous green, but it's guarded by 2 pretty big greenside bunkers. First on the tee at a Florida Christian, it's Matthew Hernández. And Matthew doesn't hold back. Boy, he can really drive the ball straight and far. Next up is the sophomore from Bishop Verot, Adrian Bahnam. And he has a driver in his hands. Adrian catches it good, just pushes it over to the right side a little bit. He'll be just off the fairway with the second shot. Rounding out our threesome here on the 6th hole, it's Patrick Pinkney from Archbishop McCarthy. Patrick gets all his money's worth. He doesn't hold back, and he crushes that one right up the middle. Here's Adrian from the right side of the fairway with his approach shot here on number 6. Nice swing. Catches in front of the green and nestles right next to the flag. Adrian will have a look at birdie. Here's Matthew from the left side of the fairway with a wedge in his hands. Matthew will be on the green, putting for birdie as well. We'll see if Patrick can join the party on the green. And he gets that one on there, so all 3 players will have a look at birdie. The first one up is Patrick Pinkney. Patrick walks out of that one. He knew he made that one. He kind of Kevin Nod that one. Birdie for Patrick. Birdie for Hernández, even though we missed it. And could it be 3 birdies out of this threesome? Adrian Bahnam already 1 under on the day. And he bottoms that one. 3 birdies out of this group. Great job, guys. Now we head to the difficult hole number 7 here at the Biltmore. This is a par 4, 400 yards. You have to lay up before the water, and then you have another 180 to 190 yards to a very undulated green. First one up out of Florida Christian is Matthew, and he has an iron in his hand, and he plays that one safely to the center of the fairway.
Nice shot, smart shot.
On the tee for McCarthy is Patrick Pinkney, and he has a hybrid, hooks one in the fairway as well. And from Bishop Verot, it's the sophomore. Looks like he has a hybrid in his hands as well. And he draws one in. Boy, and he cut off a lot of yardage there, hit it on the left side of the fairway. He'll have a good look at the green from there. First up is Patrick. And he didn't like that shot. It's going to be left of the green. Here's Matthew from the fairway. Matthew gets it up near the green. Here's Bahnam from the left side of the fairway. Carries the water, and just shy of the green, he'll have that for an up and down for par. Here's Pinkney's chip. Another sand shot, Pinkney, and just stops on the other side of the green. We'll have that little chip for bogey. Here's Adrian Bahnam for birdie on number 7. Just misses that one. He'll tap it in for par. Here's Hernández for par. Taps that in, he'll take a bogey. Here's Patrick for double bogey. He's glad to be off that green. A triple bogey, a bogey, and a par for our group here. And we head to the very difficult hole number 8. This is a very long par 3. It's 229 yards today. The green is guarded by 2 greenside bunkers. First on the tee with a hybrid in his hands, Matt Hernández. Catches that one good. Matthews on the green. He'll be putting for birdie. Next up is Adrian Bahnam. Adrian's 2 under today. Adrian hits him straight. It's going to be on the front part of the green. He'll have a long uphill putt from there for birdie. Here's Patrick Pinkney. Patrick pushes that one a little bit to the right. He'll have to chip from there to get up and down for par. Oh, there's Patrick's chip. He gets it on the green, gets it rolling. He'll have a few feet for his par. Here's Adrian with a long birdie putt up the hill. Really slow putt. And he does an excellent job of putting it to about 1.5 feet. Here's Hernández with his birdie attempt. Just misses to the right, but he'll have an easy, stress-free tap in for par. Here's Patrick for par. He's got about a 10-footer. Just misses that one to the left side. He'll tap in for bogey. Hernández for his tap in for par. Bahnam's going to do the same here with his par putt. So we're off to the 9th hole After 2 pars and a bogey, we're going to come to one of the most beautiful holes in golf. It's hole number 9 here at the Biltmore. It's a dogleg left, 448 yards, and you shoot up to a elevated green with the most beautiful hotel in the background. First on the tee is Matthew Hernández from Florida Cristian. Matthew hits one good, but way left, a really, really aggressive line, maybe in that fairway bunker. Next up from Bishop Verot, it's Adrian Bahnam. Adrian's put together a good round this front 9, and he's following Hernández over there on the left side of the fairway. We missed Patrick's drive, but you can see it was right in the middle of the fairway, and he's got about 110 yards to the green. And it's up there. Patrick will be putting for birdie. Bahnam with a tree in his way. An abbreviated swing. He gets a good piece of the ball. And Patrick is going to be right in front of the green and up and down there for a par. Here's Hernández, and he may be in the sand. I think he chipped that one up just past the flag, and he'll have about 25 to 30 feet for his birdie attempt. Here's Adrian with a chip up. He'll have about 15 feet to par. Here's Matt Hernández with a birdie try. Quick putt going down the hill. Didn't break as much as he'd like. Patrick for his birdie attempt. Good ball, just misses it to the left side. We'll have a tap in for par here on number 9. Here's Adrian to save par here on number 9. That one to go right. We'll have a tap in for bogey. Leave the green clear for Hernández's tap in. He puts that one in. So 2 pars and a bogey. Bahnam is 1 under. Hernández is even. Patrick is 5 over. And we head to the beautiful 10th hole here at the Biltmore. It's a par 4, dogleg left, 372 yards with a huge fairway bunker on the left side. And this tiny green is guarded by 2 colossal sand bunkers. Gorgeous hole here at the Biltmore. On the tee here at number 10, it's Adrian Bahnam from Bishop Verot. Adrian puts one right in the middle of the fairway. Next up, from Florida Cristian, it's Matt Hernández. Matt does the same. And from Archbishop McCarthy, it's Patrick Pinkney. Patrick has a driver in his hands. He goes a little bit left, but I think he caught the fairway. Here's Adrian Bahnam with his second shot here at the par 4, number 10. Oh, and Adrian pushes that one to the right. Just off the green. He'll have to go over that bunker. Here's Patrick with his second shot on the par 4. This looks like a good shot. And it is. Patrick will have 10 feet for birdie here on number 10. Matthew Hernández after a monster drive. 3/4 swing there. Just a little short of the green. Here's Adrian's birdie attempt. Get it over the sand, and he gets it in the sand. And is trying to chip it up close enough where he can get a good look at par. He rolls it just past the flag, and he'll have about 15 feet from par. Here's Bahnam from the bunker. Nice out there by Adrian. There's a par 10. And he sinks that one. A good putt there from Matt Hernández to stay at even par through 10 holes. Now here's Patrick Pinkney for birdie, number 10. Oh, and he leaves that one on the left side. A tap in for par. Bahnam with about 2.5 feet for his bogey. And he'll go down to even par. So 2 pars and a bogey, and we head to number 11 here at the Biltmore. And it's a pretty straight par 4, 420 yards. There's a giant tree to the right side of the fairway, a couple fairway bunkers, and a pretty big, generous green, and it's guarded by 2 greenside bunkers. First on the tee from Archbishop McCarthy, it's Patrick Pinkney. Patrick hit that one well, maybe a little bit to the right side, and Hernández hits one deep. Going towards OB, I think he'll be okay down there, but that was a huge tee shot. From Bishop Verot, it's a sophomore, Bahnam. And he has a driver in his hand. And he hits one right at that tree, maybe to the right side a little bit. And here's Pinkney. He's gonna have to punch out from underneath this tree. He gets enough of it. I think he carried that one close to the green. We'll have that up and down for par. Adrian Bahnam from the right side of the fairway here on number 11. And he hits a low screamer. That one rolls up close enough where he can chip it up and down for par. So Hernández, after a huge drive, found his ball on the left side of the fairway. Some thick rough over there, and he manages to shoot it out, and it goes into the green side bunker. Not a good break there for Hernández. Here's Bahnam's third shot, number 12. Number 11, I'm sorry. Here's Hernández's sand shot. He'll have about 17 feet there to save his par. Here's Patrick with his par try. Just misses, and he'll have a tap in for a bogey. Here's Hernández with his par attempt. And he'll have to walk off this green with a bogey after this tap in. Here's Bahnam with a par putt. Just missed that one. He'll tap in for a bogey. 3 bogeys for our threesome, and we head to the very difficult par 3 here at the Biltmore. It's hole number 12, and it plays 211 yards today. Over a water that doesn't come into play, a pretty generous elevated green where your tee shot has to be right on. Adrian doesn't hit that one very well. Meanwhile, Matt pushes one off to the right side. He'll be in play. And here's Patrick on the very long par 3. And he hits one straight just short of the green. The green is safe with this crew. Here's Bahnam with his second shot. Puts that one up on the green. Hernández from the right side, from the thick stuff. He's able to get that one rolling towards the flag. Here's Patrick with a birdie chip from just off the green. Leaves it just a little short. Here's our friend Iggy. Here's Bahnam for par. Nice putt there from Adrian. He'll have a tap in for bogey. Here's Hernández for par. He just misses that one. Here's Patrick with his par try. Just misses that one. He'll have to settle for a tap-in bogey here on the par 3. Here's Bahnam with his bogey putt. And our threesome. They each get a bogey. We head to the 13th hole. A very long par 4. 420 yards. Fairway bunkers scattered all over the place. Undulated green with a greenside bunker awaits your approach shot. And here the first on the tee is Matt Hernández. Boy, he gets a hold of that one. It's going to be on the left side, but he'll have a good look at the green from there. Next up, from Bishop Verot, it's Adrian Bahnam. Adrian hits one straight right down the middle. Here's Patrick Pinkney. Patrick is going to hit one a little short and left. Adrian Bahnam with his second shot on this very long par 4. He hits his shots very clean. Catches the green, and if it doesn't roll off the back, Adrian will have a look at birdie. Here's Patrick from the left side of the fairway. He pulls that one over the green near some bushes. Here's Matthew with a long birdie attempt. And he finds it. A nice birdie there. There's a fist pump from Matt Hernández. Patrick found his ball, and there's really nothing he can do to take his medicine and chip it out. Here's Patrick again. This one's for par. Does a good job to get that one on the green. Now this for bogey. Patrick gives it a good run, but he'll have to tap in for a disappointing double bogey. And for birdie, just off the back of the green. And Adrian just misses that one, rolls it past the hole. We'll have this left for par. You got to be careful with these little putts. Wow, and that one lipped out the right edge. He was putting for birdie. He's going to have to settle for a very disappointing bogey here on the 13th hole. And he's not happy with that. So a birdie, a bogey, and a double bogey here on the 13th. And we head to the short par 3, number 14 here at the Biltmore. It's 160 yards. There's 3 bunkers. And it's a pretty generous green. First up is Matt Hernández. Matt's put together a solid round. He's 1 over. And he's going to find the right side of the green with that shot. Next up is Patrick. And he kind of blocked that one over to the right side. He's going to have a tough chip in between those bushes over there on the right side. Here's Adrian Bahnam on hole 14.
Oh.
Adrian gets that one to turn. And he catches the green, a good bounce. He'll have that for birdie. Here's Patrick with a tough lie. That's a good shot from that lie. He'll have about 20 feet for par. Here's Hernández with a lengthy birdie putt. Leaves it about 3 inches short. Here's Patrick for par. This will be a great up and down. Oh, and he just leaves that one short. A tap in for his bogey. Here's Adrian with a birdie attempt. Just misses that one. Doesn't want to take any chances. He's going to mark this one. And he'll have a tap in for his par. So 2 pars and a bogey on this short par 3. And we head to a difficult par 5. Hole number 15 here at the Biltmore. It's a dogleg left. There's a huge fairway bunker. It's 558 yards. It's definitely a 3-shot hole today. There's a big landing area. You have to go over water and shoot to an elevated green on the other side. First on the tee is Matt Hernández, and he's been crushing it. Nothing different. He puts one in the middle of the fairway. Here's Patrick Pinkney. Patrick hits another shot that's just off the right side of the fairway. Just in front of those trees. He'll be okay from there. Here's Adrian Bahnam. Adrian tries to cut the corner, and he'll be on the fairway. Here's Patrick's second shot at this par 5. And he puts it in a nice place. He'll have a good look at the green from there. Here's Bahnam. And he got a little bit lucky there. They caught the cart path, and he'll be about 80 yards from the green. Matthew gets a nice shot to his approach. And here's Patrick from the left side of the fairway with shot number 3 on this par 5. He puts it just right of the flag. He'll have about 20 feet, 25 feet for his birdie. And Bahnam got a big break. See if he could take advantage of this. He's going to leave that one just short of the green.
Where'd he go?
Here's Patrick's birdie attempt. Going to leave that one short. He'll tap in for a par. Here's Matthew Hernández now with his birdie attempt. Just misses that one. He'll tap that in for par. And Bahnam will chip up right after this. And Bahnam will 2-putt after this chip for a disappointing bogey. And we head to the 16th after 2 pars and a bogey. On the par 5, we go to a difficult par 4. Hole number 16, over water, dogleg left, a couple fairway bunkers, and then a slopey green with 2 greenside bunkers. First on the tee from Florida Christian, it's Matt Hernández, and Matt has put together a nice round today. 1 over after 15. His drives have been impressive. Nothing changes here, right down the middle for Hernández. Next up, from Bishop Verot, it's Adrian Bahnam. And he has driver in his hands. That's another excellent drive, also on the fairway. Let's see if Patrick can make it a trio on the fairway. A lower ball flight from Patrick, but he gets the job done. Here's Adrian with his approach shot on 16. He's got a pretty swing, and he puts that one on the green. Nice shot there from Adrian. Next up is Patrick after that nice drive from the fairway. I think he may have like a wedge or a pitching wedge in his hands. junior from McCarthy. He puts that one on the green. A nice shot there from Patrick. And after a huge, a monster drive, Hernández puts one on the green, and he'll have this for his birdie. Uphill putt. Just misses it to the right. Hernández may just tap this in for par. Close enough, and he does that. Here's Bahnam's birdie attempt here on the 16th hole, par 4. He gives it a good roll. He'll have about 2 feet for par. And here's Pinkney's birdie attempt. And he needs this one to go in. Just missed that one. Tap in for par. Here's Bahnam's 2-footer for par. Buries that one. So all 3 players got a par here on the 16th. And we go to what I think is the most difficult hole on this golf course, number 17. It's a par 4, a difficult drive, and a tough approach shot. Today's pin is in the bottom left near the bunker. First up is Matt Hernández. Wow, Matt absolutely annihilates that one. He finds the middle of the fairway. Adrian with a driver in his hands here on 17. And he gets all of that one, puts that one in the fairway. And here's Patrick on 17. And he doesn't hold back, and he finds the fairway. Wow, 3 great drives on a very difficult hole. All 3 players are on the fairway, and the first up is Adrian Bahnam with his approach. Good aggressive line. Maybe just left of the green, but not by much. We'll have a chip to try to get up and down for par. The beautiful Biltmore in the backdrop. This is Matt Hernández, and he's going pin hunting as well. He's going to fall about the same spot that Bahnam is. And here's Patrick from the fairway after a long drive. Patrick looked like he's going after the pin as well, but pulled it a little bit left, so all 3 players are going to be chipping. The first one up is Hernández. He gets it up on the green. And a nice shot there. Hernández will have that for par. Here's Patrick with a chip. He has to try to go over this bunker. That one a little bit short. Here's the second time today that Bahnam has an awkward stance. His feet are in the bunker. The ball's outside the bunker. He manages to get it up on the green. Here's Patrick's chip. This one's for par, though. Patrick's able to snuggle that one close. Hernández for par. Oh, and he just misses that one. Tap in, and he'll have to take a bogey. Hernández goes to 2 over on the day. Still an excellent round. Patrick taps in for a disappointing double bogey on a difficult hole number 17. Bahnam's par putt just misses, and he'll have to take a bogey here on 17. So 2 bogeys and a double bogey on the very hard 17, and we head to the finishing hole, what I think is the most beautiful hole in golf. It's a par 5, very inviting. A couple fairway bunkers to the left side. A very big and undulating green that's guarded by about 5 greenside bunkers, and the first one up is Hernández, and he absolutely nukes one to the middle of the fairway. He's going to have a chance to get on this green in 2. Next up is Bahnam. Bahnam with a driver in his hands is going to find the right side of the fairway. And Patrick Pinkney on the final hole here at the Biltmore. He's going to let one rip here as well. No holding back with that young man. He likes it. Here's Bahnam from the fairway. He's going for the green and 2. He's got a 3-wood, and he's got an aggressive line and a beautiful shot just short of the green. Here's Pinkney, and he's looking at the pin. Just pulled that one a little bit to the left. I have a tough shot there to get on the green. Hernández with his second shot at the par 5. He's able to get it up on the green. He's going to have a look at eagle. Here's Bahnam from the fairway. His third shot almost makes it up on the green. Somewhere behind the hill punching out is Pinkney, and he gets it on the green, but it scoots past the flag, and he'll have a long birdie putt from there. Bahnam chips up. And here's an eagle attempt from Matthew Hernández of Florida Christian. A double breaking putt. Goes to the left, goes to the right, and he just lags it up there beautifully. He'll have that tap in for birdie. Double fist pump there from Hernández. He finishes the day 1 over. An excellent round from the Florida Christian senior. Here's Patrick with a long birdie putt. He's trying to get it close. Taps it in for his par. And here's Bahnam with a look at par on number 18. He sinks that one. So a birdie and 2 pars to round out this 18. The greens were in great shape today here at the Biltmore. An excellent match. Matthew Hernández +1. Pinkney didn't have his best day, +12. Bahnam +5. We want to thank Steve Blaum, of course, everyone at the Biltmore, David Reagan, and all the schools and coaches that participated in this event. Thank you very much, and thank you for allowing us to be out here. Here are the total scores from today's event. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook and Instagram at FloridaSportsPN so we can continue to bring you South Florida high school sports at its best. I'm Uncle Muggs saying thank you and enjoy this bonus coverage.